Hey guys, I know it's been a few days since I posted the last vlog, but I've been slammed at work. It was long day after long day. And then the last couple of days I have been fighting this stupid, sick, gross nastiness that is leaving me kind of just like laid out all day. Haven't really done anything. You know, just like chest congestion, head all fogged up. I can't even, you know, my ears won't pop or whatever. And so anyway, that's kind of what's been going on for me. But I did want to let you guys know that I'm still alive, I'm still here, and show you a couple of things that I'm pretty excited about. So first off, I've been struggling with my phone for a while. Been wanting to get a new phone, and I think I might have mentioned this on the vlog, but I was like trying to toy between a couple of different phones. It was really torn. But I got this. This is the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, and I love it. It is so fantastic. So I got this night before last, and kind of just played around with it yesterday and today so far, and I really like it. It has this always on display, which is kind of interesting, and I don't know how well I like it. I've tried it with a couple of different configurations, with picture, without a picture, with color, without color. I like it for always telling me what time it is. We'll see if I actually end up using this always on screen or if I turn it off, but for now I kind of like it. It just confuses me because I think my screen is on, and so I hit the power button to turn it off, and then the screen actually turns on. So kind of funky, hard to get used to. Something that I also got because they threw it in and I just couldn't help myself, the Samsung Gear VR. These VR goggles, I know you've probably seen reviews for them all over the place, but they are sweet. The little integrated controls are really cool. I have a set of VR goggles from wherever the heck this thing is from. I have this set of VR goggles, VR box virtual reality glasses, but they just kind of suck. So I'm really excited that I have these. They're super easy to work with. Your phone just plug and clip, and then you're set and good to go. You just throw these things on your noggin, and you're in the virtual space. It's pretty amazing. All you have is just a focus ring up here. That's the only thing as far as like controls of the goggles. And then you have volume up and down buttons. You have the back button, and you have the menu button, and then you have this touchpad that you can swipe on, move around, and tap to select stuff. So cool. So cool. Pops your phone out. Super easy. One thing that I like that I was kind of concerned about is, you know, battery life on the phone if I'm plugging in the phone to the goggles themselves. But they solved that with a USB Type-C connector on the goggles that just do a pass-through power to the phone. So they don't power the goggles, they just power the phone. Okay, now for the really fun one, and the thing that I haven't even opened yet. This just arrived. Good old Amazon just dropped it off. So you guys know my normal vlog camera and like carry around with me all the time camera is the Sony NEX-5T. And I love this camera a lot. I like that you can interchange lenses, so I can swap out from, say, my 55 to 210 millimeter to a 16 to 50 millimeter power zoom. And you know, completely transform my camera experience with something that has a seriously tiny little body that I can take anywhere with me and use anytime. And I love this thing. It's fantastic. Let's do a little video right here. Boom. See? Canon T6i set up over there staring at me right now. And NEX-5T, super tiny, that I can just carry around with me all the time. I don't have to worry about. Alright, well this is something that will help me with this for something that is coming up. I'm excited about it. Alright. Show you what this thing is. It's bubbles. Just kidding. Alright, it is a CAMDIVE underwater camera housing for my Sony NEX-5T. I'm really excited about this thing. I can't even tell you how excited I am. So instead of trying to tell you how excited I am, I'm just going to open this thing and show you what it is. So in the box you get a neck strap and looks like a wrist strap also. Cool stuff. I'll open that in a second. Get a microfiber cloth. It looks like an extra O-ring or two, and a silicone sealant, like a grease, silicone grease. We get the 67mm underwater red filter, the dive filter for the housing itself. Not to be confused with the filter that goes straight onto the camera. Get, I believe this is a flash diffuser. What it looks like to me anyway. Yeah, looks like a flash diffuser. The instruction book with a little notice here that says, please test your waterproof case without the camera in it for the first time. That's probably a really good idea. And then the housing itself. Here it is. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Isn't it so gorgeous? This thing is so awesome looking. Oh. Okay. Another little warning label in here. Before inserting your camera, remove any protective filter, additional grips and straps and blah blah blah, so that it's just the camera going into this. Okay, so we got lens cover. Oh man, this is pretty. This is so pretty. Okay, so to open this thing up, you're supposed to pinch the top and the bottom and then flip out the side. So that it makes it a little bit more difficult to do when you are, would make it a little bit more difficult to just like naturally open it. And man, this thing is so cool. All of the control buttons, you can see all of the, control buttons extend to the inside where they move and in accordance with the buttons on the camera itself. You even have a dial for enacting the what is the focus ring and the zoom ring on the NEX-5T. So if you're in manual focus mode, then the ring becomes the focus ring. And if you're in autofocus mode, then the ring becomes the zoom ring. So I'll just use it as a zoom ring and keep it on autofocus most likely, or at least test it that way and see how I like it, see if it works. And then you have all of the buttons on the back. I'll show you all of these and make sure that they are functional when I do my tests on it. But This is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and throw you guys into your housing. So it says to make sure that the camera is turned off when you put the camera in, but I am just going to turn the power dial to the on position and slot the camera in. Alright, so camera's in, flip that guy over. Supposedly that should be working. Alright, so here it is all set up with the camera inside. First thing that I'm going to do is test the on-off function. So that's this switch right here. So we'll flip that to the on position. You can see that the camera turns on. Then let's test out some of the functions here. So first function, this yellow button here, is the shutter button. Let's try and take a picture here. Just the plugs on the walls, nothing fancy. Okay, so we got our auto focus. Picture of my foot. And it's working. That's awesome. Okay, so shutter release is working great. Now this is the function button, the next one here. So if we hit that, then it brings us to our, I have this set for focus. So it brings up autofocus or manual focus modes. So that's those two buttons there and that switch. Those all work, so that's great. Next is going to be, this is the review button. So we'll push that and then we get into our image review. So that's cool. So that's working fine. And then this button here, another important one, that's for filming video. So we'll hit that and there you go, video starts recording. So now we're recording a video with it. Oh, you can see the camera rig set up. Oh look, we're looking at fish with the underwater camera. Ooh. Yeah, this thing's awesome. Okay, so recording a movie right now, so that's good. I'll turn that off. Okay, there we go. Turned off. Now I want to test out these. Now I want to test out this button cluster here. So this top one here is our menu button. So if we hit that, then we're going to go into our menu. And then I'll test the left and rights. Okay, so left button works, right button works, up button works, down button works. That's awesome. And the menu button again to get out of that. And also just to fully test it out, the up button is also the display button when it's not in the menu. So there we're getting all of our display features, exposures and balance horizons and all that stuff. So that's all working. This right button is also the ISO button. So hit that. Okay, and we can't access it. We're in an auto shoot mode right now, so we can't access ISO. The left button is for our shooting modes, so we can go into continuous shooting here and take multiple pictures with one press. And then the bottom button has to do with our depth of field and exposures, white balances, colors, all of that stuff, contrasts and colors. So that's all of those. Those all work then. This one down here is set right now to pair to the smartphone, so we don't need to do that right now, but it does work. This dial here, when I go into the shoot mode menu, you have to actually depress this a little bit just to get that thing sunk down onto the dial in order for it to actuate the dial underneath, but it works. My guess is that it does that so as to not interfere with the multi-directional
aspect of the dial. You know, because that dial is not only a dial, but it's also a 4-way button. So that's my guess as to why they would need to do that. Now I want to test this up here. Okay, and so that's scrolling through all those selections really nicely with no, I don't need to depress anything or worry about it. I can just flip through those things really quickly. So we'll go back into just our auto shoot mode for now. Now these here are for a flash, for a pass-through flash. Now my NEX-5T has the like shoe adapter for the top to be able to put a flash on top of it, but it doesn't have the flash, and I don't have it. I haven't wanted to get it, so I'm not using the flash, so this pass-through flash thing isn't going to do anything. But if I had wanted to use that flash, then this right here is this flash diffuser that I was talking about. It clips right onto the front there, and it would just, you know, any flash that would be coming out of this would hit this plate and become diffused a little bit more, which would be good for some up-close shooting stuff. So we can pop that thing back off. Now I want to see if my zoom ring will engage. So there we're zooming in. Looks like it's working from this side. We'll see what it's doing on the image itself. But yeah, it does appear to be working with no problems actually at all. It is a little bit tough to grab onto and to maneuver it, but I would imagine that it wouldn't be something that would be done a lot. You know, it wouldn't be done on a regular basis. I wouldn't think that I would be sitting there zooming every single shot. I would think that I would have my zoom set and just do it. One more thing I want to throw on here is this red dive filter. So crack this guy open, and we'll slot this guy on here. There you go. So now the red dive filter is attached. It counteracts the blues and the greens that really become vibrant when you're underwater. So that looks like it's working. I mean, fits on there really well. I like that it has this little tether here, so I can tether this to the camera housing if I wish to. Just slot it through one of these little guys and have it always connected, so that if I want to take it off, then it won't disappear on me. You know, it'll just dangle. Last thing I want to pull out is the straps that it comes with. Let's see what these things look like. So yeah, so it has a wrist strap with a hose connection on here for strapping this thing down to your wrist for it to not slip off. This thing's great. Honestly, this is probably all I'll use. I probably won't ever use this. Let's face it, I don't use these on my cameras on a regular basis for normal stuff, so why would I use them on an underwater housing? Instead, I would probably use this one, and it would be slotted through on this side. I like that it has loops on all four corners, top two corners and bottom two corners for connecting tethers and things. I like that it has a cold shoe mount for hooking up any kind of external light or anything like that. It has the two mounts down here for connecting, you know, putting it on a rig and rigging this whole thing up. All in all, I really think this thing is awesome. Alright, so when am I going to be able to take this thing out and show you how it works? Well, let me tell you, 3 weeks from tomorrow, we leave, all of my family, when we take off and we're going on a Caribbean cruise. It is going to be so much fun. Baby Kae is going, my brothers and their wives are going, my parents are going, my sister's going. So it'll be like 8 or 9 days or something like that that I'm gone. And while I'm gone, I unfortunately won't be able to upload any vlogs, but I will be editing up somewhat as we go. They might be in 2 or 3 day chunks, videos, but I am taking the cameras. I'm taking you guys along because I want to remember this, and my memories get shared with you as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have plenty of opportunities to try this out. We're going to be snorkeling in a couple of different places with professional crews and guides, going to Stingray City in the Cayman Islands. And we'll also just be snorkeling out of some of the ports there that we go to as well. So I can't wait. Take this thing out for sure. Show you how this thing works, and also show you our adventures that we go on down there. So guys, I know, not really a vlog today. More of a unboxing of a new toy and showing you my new phone. Wow, you know. But I didn't want to just like keep postponing uploading again. I just wanted to get on here and chat with you guys a little bit about, you know, what's going on for me, being sick and having some crazy work days, and baby K's not here, so there's nothing fun to show you with that. But anyway, that's what's going on right now. You know, I'm just kind of trying to fight through whatever this kind of cold flu-ish thing is that I've got going on. Really need to fight through it, because in 1 week we are going to be going to the sand dunes in Dumont, California, which is awesome. We've been going to the sand dunes since I was a little kid and really have enjoyed doing the sand dune thing. Baby K won't be there, but that's okay, and we'll still have fun. It's the same sand dunes that I filmed our Extreme Sand Sports tag video. I'll definitely be vlogging there. I won't be able to upload that whole weekend, but I'll upload one big upload at the end of that weekend for that adventure. And yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you tagging along, especially if you're still watching this video right now after my rambling on and everything. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it when I can see your guys' interaction on my videos. Feel free to comment, ask questions about me that I can answer in other videos or vlogs. So click up here to subscribe to our channel so that you can keep up with us as we go through these adventures coming up here soon. Click over here to see the last video that we posted up, and then I'll link that Sand Sports tag video right here. So if you want to take a look at that one, then that's right there. Take care of yourselves and make it a great day. Peace out.